In this unit, I'm going to introduce the Chen Tai Chi push hands exercises. So we're mainly going to look at the single hand and some double hand, start to introduce some double hand patterns as well. So in Chen Tai Chi, there's 5 levels of push hands. So there's single hand, there's double hand with stepping forwards and backwards, and then there's one that we call Dalu, which is basically the single hand, the double hand with the stepping forward and backwards really low to increase your leg strength, stamina and flexibility. And then the 5th one is we call freestyle push hands. So each level has many different stages, from soft to hard and to more vigorous and to more martial as well. So as this is an introduction to push hands, we're only really going to focus on the basics, the fundamentals of it, which is to be soft, relaxed, stick and follow. So that's the important bit, is learning to stick and follow with your partner, learning to twine, stick, follow, learning to coordinate your body and develop your sensitivity and listening skills. So Tai Chi as a martial art, or even as a health exercise, relies a lot on your body awareness of yourself and the awareness of other people as well around you. So especially in martial arts, you need this sensitivity to sense and feel, and also sense and feel how far you've gone and how you can expose your partner's weakness as well, their balance, their posture, and so on. So this skill relies on learning to stick to your partner and learning to sense and feel and listen with your whole body, not just your ears. So in this introduction to push hands, we're going to look at the single hand. So there's this circle, then there's an up and down circle, and one that goes the other way as well, and then a figure of 8. So through this section, I'll explain some details of this and maybe even give some martial arts examples as well. Then in the second section, I'll introduce some push hands, double hand push hands. So again, the focus is learning to stick and follow. So this time you've got 2 arms combining together using different movements that can be found within the Tai Chi form, or different movements that are like blocking or deflecting as well. And you're just learning to stick and follow. So Tai Chi as a martial art relies on sticking, learning to be soft. Well, not soft, we have relaxed strength, but it appears soft, but it's still hard. It's not hard like this, like bang. It's learning to deflect in different ways. So you're not going hard on hard. You kind of deflect and then you can go hard this way. Yeah? So that's the idea. But the main bit from this introduction is to learn or to focus on the patterns, your body coordination. Yeah? So you treat it like a 2-person silk reeling exercise, where all the same requirements count: your head up, shoulders relaxed, chest relaxed, same as in the form, and you learn to move smooth and continuously, and you stick to your partner and listen and follow and cooperate. So that's the basics of Chen Tai Chi push hands, and that's what I want to try and introduce in this following unit. In this section, we're going to start to introduce the single push hands exercises from Chen Tai Chi. So push hands is quite a tricky and complicated skill to teach. So it generally needs to be taught person to person, teacher to student. Yeah, so here we're just going to try and help people who have already got access to a teacher, just to give some tips, some reference as well, and to understand. So the first stage in push hands, there's lots and lots of stages in push hands. So the first stage is just learning the choreography, getting used to the movement, learning to stick and follow with your partner and listen, not with your ears, but listen with your body. So we're not really actually trying to like push or pull or beat anyone up. So we're just trying to develop this energy or this skill of sticking and listening and building the sensitivity up. Okay, so I've got Scott here to help me. So we're going to start with the single hand exercises. The first one is a horizontal circle, so it always goes in towards your center, then out to the outside and round. So can you see you're coming in and out, in and out. So when your hand is coming in towards yourself, you shift back, turn to the outside, and shift forward, back, turn, out. So remember, you turn from your waist and you're shifting your weight forwards and backwards. So I've got Scott here, so if you step up, Scott. So yeah, so here you're roughly, depending on the size of your partner, the size of their limbs, depends where you stand. So you might need to stand further away if they're bigger, but generally it's like foot to foot and off slightly. So obviously not like this. We want to be out this side and on the inside. And your stance, you're not on a tightrope, you're slightly off a little bit. So if you draw a line, there should be a line able on either side of your feet. Okay, so here we stick or we touch, so roughly wrist to wrist or forearm to forearm. So Scott's going to shift forward, his palm comes out facing me. So then my weight goes to the back leg. I'm going to turn my waist and deflect to my outside. So can you see now my palm is facing Scott? So I'm going to shift, he's shifting back. Can you see his hand? Then he's going to turn and comes to the outside. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, shift back, 2, turn, 3, I push and shift forward, and 5, he turns. So then continuously in one smooth circle. So remember, keep your shoulders relaxed, body upright, head upright. You can put your other hand either on your abdomen or on your waist, whichever feels the most comfortable. So you can treat this like a 2-person silk reeling exercise. So just round continuously this way. So down, turn, this way. So just making a horizontal circle. So we'll just change sides, so we just have a different angle, see from a different way. So we touch. So from here you push 1, then I turn, then push, turn, push, turn, push, turn, push. So here, when Scott pushes, his palm is facing me. Okay, when I come back, can you see my palm is facing me? And when I turn, I'm rotating my forearm. So as he pushes in, I rotate, and that helps it sort of spiral like a spinning top and deflect to the outside. Then I go forward, turn, back, turn, forward, turn, back. So continuously, one smooth motion. So remember, shoulders relaxed, body upright, head upright. Shifting your weight forwards, then back. Keeping both knees bent. So remember, at this point, I'm not trying to push or pull Scott or try to attack him. I'm just learning to stick and listen and get used to this skill. Okay, so I'm going to give a little example of just what, so if we look at the body method of what this is doing. So one is, so if we come in, so as we're doing this, so Scott's going to push in. As he pushes in, like, I've got nowhere to go, keep pushing, and he's going to move me back, yeah? So obviously I don't want that. I want to take advantage of this. So as we rotate, he comes in, he pushes, he push hard, like deflect and send him into the emptiness. So this comes from one, I sense, as he pushes, look at my body, it turns and this hand spirals as well, and then we can carry on. So that in, push in, turn, spiral. So push in harder, push, and then you can take away this way. Yeah, so when you're like wrestling, different ways, pushing, pulling, so as he pushes, one way I can learn to take, different way, learning to fold, I can learn to use my arm in different ways, so I could be this way, push in, turn, and then come into different types of things as well. So that's what this is kind of teaching you, learning to fold your body, because if, say, just punch my chest, I know this is not very practical, but just to demonstrate something. So as he punches, obviously I don't want to be here, so punch again. So I can turn and change. Can you see? Look into different types of strikes or locks. As he comes, punch, turn this way. So obviously I couldn't move this or get out the way. So I don't want to just take it. So as I feel it, I take it and fold and go into different types of things like this. So this is what this single hand sort of method is teaching you. But the important thing is learning to stick with your arms and forearms. Okay, so now we're going to look at the second single hand push hands exercise. So this is going up and down in a vertical way. So we go both ways. So one person will go up first, the other person will go down. Can you see? So back and forward, then you'll change direction. So now I'm pressing down, deflecting back, pressing down, deflecting back, pressing down, deflecting back. So let's have a look. So again, we've got the same stance. So I'm going to go up first. Scott shifts back. He pushes downwards. So here, his intention is this way, but he's not forcefully. He's just gently with his intention, and I'm deflecting it this way. Then out, So my intention is to come towards his face. He deflects. So try to have more of a rounded shape. Yeah, that's it. Can you see up, down, up? Relax your arm more. So you shift forward, back, shift, forward, relax. So you're making a horizontal, a vertical circle, sorry. So up, down. So here also, you try to go to, with your limb, with your arm, the furthest part you can go. So you start to sense your own balance. So here, if I go too much, just pull me, Scott. He's got advantage. So although we're not emphasizing that, I need to try to be aware of this while we're doing the pattern. How far am I going? How far back am I going? Can I still keep my balance? So here, so look, as I go, look, I sink into my hip and my arm is still at its furthest point. Now pull. Can you feel I'm a lot stronger? So obviously you can take me, like pull, you can take me, but could you feel the difference?
Of course.
I was a lot stronger. So I'm not just going to take it. So as he goes, so as he pulls, look there, and then here you would come in and do something else. Obviously we're not going to do it from this, but this is just teaching you these types of elements. So we'll turn around, different angle. So still the vertical, so I'm going up, down. So shoulders relax. So look, can you see I relax here into my hips as he pulls? Pull, 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 pull. Then I can sink in here, my arm, and then I can come in. So when you're wrestling or something, or someone's trying to pull me, he's quite big and strong, so he can pull me and take me this way. So I don't want that. So as he pulls, I might want to pause, and then I borrow that force. Are you okay?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
That's Tai Chi.
Yeah, okay. Then you borrow that force. So it might be, I don't want to do it like this, so let's come over here. So go, pull. I might just go with him, but then I'm like, okay, that's it, you can't pull. And then you just borrow that force and go with it. Yeah, so you just, for that split second, you're like, da, and go. So this is what it's teaching you. But remember, the first stage is still sticking with your arm and learning to listen and try to just work and feel these body method or coordination yourself. Yeah? Okay. So the next is still the horizontal circle, but we're going to reverse the other way. So I'm going to press down and go up, and Scott's going to push up and deflect backwards. Yeah? So here, so down, so now he pushes up, back. So now I'm going back and spiraling my arm this way. That. So in the same way, so it's just the opposite way, so you can go both ways. So again, remember, forearm to forearm or wrist to wrist. So just to give you a basic example of the usage of this is, so Scott's going to punch. So look, I'm just going to deflect. Can you see this? We were doing this shape. Yeah, look. No, just stay. So look, can you see that? We were doing this, and I'm going out this way. Can you see, look here? Now just change this hand into a fist. Punch. Can you see? So he punches first, look, I deflect this way. So you're learning to stick, and you can come in and do lots of other things also from this angle. So just to show you one more time, so if you just punch, so look, you just deflect this way. So again, so then from here, look, we're just gonna do the movement. Then here, look, you can stick and come through, strike this way. So if he punches in, so look, I stick and come through. So this is one application, and then you can go into lots of takedowns as well from there. So again, so the one, stick, down. So this is like the usage, or one way, or to look at, just to help you understand why we do it. But the key stage, again, I'm going to keep emphasizing, is to stick, listen, and follow. So that's very important. So don't use hard strength, relaxed strength. And the key at this stage, at the foundation level, even as you progress, it's always good to learn to stick and follow. So there's a saying in Tai Chi, where it just goes stick, 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 follow, stick, 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 follow. So basically, in Tai Chi principles, we always want to try to stick to your opponent, your partner, with your arms in lots of different ways. So whether it's one arm or two, even your body, you just try to stick this way, yeah? So lots and lots of different ways, okay? So the fourth and last single hand method is we call the figure of eight. So we start not with the backs of your hands, we start with the forearms. So here, look, we turn. So I'm going to grab his hand, he's going to turn. I'm going to press or squeeze down, he's going to squeeze as well, deflect. I shift back, turn, shift back, turn. So you're making a figure of eight with your arms. So constantly, so down, he turns, down, he turns. So down I turn, Scott turns, then I turn. So we're going downwards, downwards, downwards. So remember here, look, it's this way, that, turn, that, that, that. So from here, just a basic idea. So if someone's grabbing this way, so we'll just use the wrist. So we're going to use this movement. If you just let go for a second, this movement that we were just doing, just to show you. So look, he grabs, I'm just going to turn and go into a lock this way. So again, so this is just to show how different ways you can use the same movement. So you can see movements like this in the form as well. So it could be with a punch, I just look, deflect this way, I might catch. Or if he grabs, look, I just come in this way. Even say, for example, if he's grabbing here, look, can you see I grab here? That's it. Can you see, look here, look, I turn and I turn this way. So again, just push in, look, I turn and push this way. So can you see? It's the body movement this way. So also from here, this turn here off your hip is quite important. So lots of times, so we'll do this softly. So you're in, after you've done the patterns, or you're going to like Tai Chi wrestling and push hands, because this is what it's training your body for, to basically combat Tai Chi fighting, or to use Tai Chi for martial arts or self-defense. So in Tai Chi, there's lots of throws or takedowns as well as strikes as well. So one method is, so for example, he's pushing this way, push, push. So he's trying to move me, but then I want to use that force, turn him this way down. So if he pushes, so I give him something, and then when he's ready, I take him down this way, yeah? So we'll go from here one more time. So he pushes in, I'm giving something, he wants to go harder, then here, I push and take him down this way. So this is what you're learning to open your hip to do with this. So these are the four main single hand patterns in Chen Tai Chi that we do. So we'll review them quickly. So right hand to right hand, remember your leg. So we have the horizontal circle, always going in towards the center. Then from here, we up the two vertical ones. So one is pushing up, the other is down. So I'm deflecting downwards, Scott is deflecting backwards in this way. Then we can change. Okay, then figure of eight, so back to back, turn. So you can even step lower. If you step wider and go lower, you can train your legs as well. Relax. So all of these, let's just borrow you again. You can stay high. You can also go low as well if you want to train your legs and train harder as well. So they're both correct. So this is just one way. This way you can go longer. You're developing your pong more. Higher, you're just learning to stick, follow, and just not straining yourself as much, but still is good, still the standard practice. So these are the four methods. So over time, the idea is just to stick and follow. So you don't follow the patterns. You just stick with your hand, your forearm, with your body, and you can go in different ways with each other. It doesn't matter. So you just learn to stick, follow, and you cooperate, go in different ways. So it's really good training to develop body awareness, sensitivity, and develops lots of good body methods for Tai Chi as a martial art. So you got to remember Tai Chi as a martial art. For example, let's use a block. So if you just punch, so there's lots of different ways you can block and deflect and come in. Yeah, so I'm just going to use this one way. So one is I don't want to block hard. Yeah, so that's still effective. Yeah, I can destroy the weapon, I can block hard. So I don't want to do that. So I don't want to go block quite hard this way. Sometimes you'll have to, that's fine. In Tai Chi, we generally like to stick and follow. So if you punch straight, just punch straight. Yeah, punch straight again, punch straight. Okay, good. So here, so rather than going da this way, I'm going to stick and follow in the same way. So you learn to deflect that way. I hope that you can illustrate. So go this side, yeah, punch. So can you see? Stick and follow. So punch straight. So you're not blocking hard that way. So you can, that's good, but you try to stick. Can you see I deflect it this way? I'm not going this way. Could you feel that? Yeah. And then this one, look, you just out the way, and then you can come in, do lots of different things that you want to. So this is also one of the things why you're just learning to stick, follow, go in different ways. So remember, head up, shoulders relaxed, chest relaxed. Treat it like a two-person silk reeling exercise, and learn to stick, follow, and listen, and develop your own body awareness at this stage. Okay, thank you.